considering cataract surgery and want to make the right choice for something as precious as your vision? At Wallace Eye Associates, we suggest you simply ask your local eye doctor. After all, more eye doctors across Cenla continue to recommend Wallace Eye Associates, and they have been for decades. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome back out again. We are joined tonight by the brand new coach of the Tioga Indians, head coach and a great friend of mine, Colton Knuckols. And Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Doug. Man, I really appreciate you scheduling some time to talk to me. I don't know if I'm that interesting, but
well, we'll figure it out. I probably look, and what everybody's getting used to is about the time I start talking, my old dog gets up here and she's got to sit in my lap with me. So
that's right.
That's part of. You'll see her old nose stick up every now and then.
I'm used to kids running in and out and asking 58,000 questions anyway. So
and you told me when we were talking off air that you're out at the field now.
Yes. So I have a 9-year-old and he plays baseball. And since I've got this job, he has loved coming and using this facility to work on his skills for baseball. And we've got Coach Davis and his son are in there, and they're just being kids and playing ball and practicing. So that's what I told you earlier. If I let him have a sleeping bag, he would sleep up here. He just wants to be up here. So.
Well, it's an amazing facility, a great community, without a doubt. We'll talk about that in a minute too. But are you getting used to the red and the white and the black out there at Tioga?
Well, look, so I've determined that if I'm going to wear red, I've got to stop graying and I've got to lose weight because these people are going to think that I'm a baseball Santa Claus. So I better get my health in check pretty quick. But yes, I've getting used to just the last 2 weeks and trying to start some relationships with them and build some trust with them and get to know them and met some community members so far and trying to leave a good first impression with everybody. So we're getting there.
You talk about that. They had an opportunity to come out and meet you the other night. It looked like a good crowd, and I think we've got some pictures of that night as well. And it looked like a pretty good crowd there. There's that big that Tioga baseball, and that's a group of some of your guys right there, right? Tell me about some of the kids, the young men in that picture.
So all right, so I'm going to pick on. It looks like Ferguson for not wearing anything Tioga that night. So he must have just rolled out of bed and figured that out. Jackson Perry is one of these kids. He's sitting right there looking like he's bored out of his mind, but he's high energy. He's been getting after it. Let's see. Looks like Harper, Cloud, Marcos, just a few of our guys that I'm starting to slowly get to know. We've had about 3 workouts, and I told them, I said, guys, by workout 6, I'll know everybody's name. I promise. And
look, I'm surprised that you know as many of them as you do. That's pretty good.
I'm trying. Like I said, we're getting to know each other, and I told them every day, I'm like, guys, I'm going to ask you the hardest thing in the world is you've got to trust me, and you don't know me. So I'm asking you guys to trust what we're going to do every day and to believe in me. And you don't know me yet, and that's hard. That's hard to do that as a grown person. So I'm asking, young men to do that, but we're getting there. We've had good turnouts at workouts so far, and I just tell them just keep coming back. Just keep coming back.
Well, somebody that's also in your corner is one of the next pictures there. I saw she made it out. It was the mayor of Ball. There you see Mayor Wilkins. Look, she made it in the house. So you've got the support of the mayor too.
Look, I'm glad the mayor came for a good. I was hoping she wasn't coming to evict me or anything like that, or tell me I better pay my water bill or something. So it was good to meet her and just visit with her and a lot of community members came out. I was really blown. I thought there was going to be about 6 people on Meet the Coach night, but it was a good crowd, and they love baseball here at Tioga.
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know if they were so much as there to meet and visit as they were to say, let's see about this guy now. Let's look him over. But you had a lot of good things going for you. One of those is the support of your family, and we saw a great picture of it, and some of our family too. There's
Yeah.
Chuck and Miss Stacy. They're working there. But how important is your family being in all of this?
Well, look, I met my wife. We're in college when I was playing with the Aces, and we've been together, married. We just celebrated 10 years of marriage, and we've been together for
Congratulations.
about. Thank you. And we've been together 14 years. And look, she means everything to me. And I try to tell young coaches that get into this, there's good wives, and then there's coaches' wives. And I married the ultimate coach's wife that really understands this job. And she's a teacher here in the parish, and she sacrifices just like my kids do with the hours that we put in. And I wouldn't be able to do this for a living if I didn't have her. And so just huge shout out to her. I couldn't do what I do with her love and support. And my kids, I try to make up for lost times, because the season is so tough. And
Yeah,
what I was kind of telling our coaches that, as a coach's kid, I want them to be around our program all the time. Like, I want them in our dugout. Like I said, my son and another coach's son is up here right now. And,
right.
we just, you want to spend as much time as you can. They're only little, for so long. And I got sad the other day. My son turned 9, and somebody said, you'll know your kids more as adults than you will when they were, kids. And so just try to soak up as much time with them. And they're great support for me too. My son, he's a bat boy. He's going to eat about $15 worth of nachos every home game. So I've got a budget for that. And my daughter, Caroline, she's going to eat Skittles and be rambunctious and fun. So great family.
Look,
I'm really blessed.
That's it. And look, you got a little shout out from your Menard counterpart there, Jordan Marks. He says, Coach Knuckles for president. So how about that?
Hey, if he's on here, say, call Coach Knuckles back, Marks. We ain't talked in 3 weeks. We're having withdrawals. He's been Mr. Popular doing other stuff. Tell him to call me back.
Well, here's what I'm going to work. I'm watch what I try to do here. We're going to put him on the spot, and this is just live TV at its finest. On
hey,
here.
Look, you got the magic. You got the magic right there.
I'm gonna send him the link to this, and he can just get on. If he's not gonna call you back, we're gonna call him out. And I'm gonna send him the link and tell him to get his tail on here with us.
Couldn't happen to a better guy right there. He needs a little poke every now and then.
Look, we'll do that while I try to get that worked out too. We're gonna ask you some of those things. What do you look at when you come out into a new team like this? What are you trying to get them to do? We talked about trust, but what are you trying to accomplish with them?
Well, so this is a unique job because it's. And I know it's football season. I don't want to get any hate mail. Tioga football is taking off and rooting for Coach Cook and all those guys. But this is a place that has strong baseball ties, and they've got tradition. They've won state championships. They've been to Sulphur. Like they've done a lot of really great things, and they've done it for a long period of time. And so I think you've got to approach this job one with just being thankful that you get a chance to lead it. Coach Montiel's been here for 17 years. He's done an outstanding job. And, you've got to come in and say, okay, these guys have been successful. What have they done that's made them successful? You want to keep some of that, obviously, because you know that it's tried and true and it's worked. But you also want to come in and put in your own philosophy and your own culture. And that's been kind of what I've been trying to focus on right now is I've told everybody, Coach Montiel is a legendary coach, and he's done it his way, and he's done a great job with that. But there's no way I'll ever be Coach Montiel. I'm going to have to come in and do it the way that I want to do it, and I can only be myself.
In defense of that now too, Coach Montiel comes in. It goes all the way back to the guy that you was just working for, Mike Burns, who was a head coach at Tioga for a lot of years, and picked up a couple of state championships in '86 and '87.
That's right. Yeah.
So, I mean, you've got. Boy, I'm not trying to put some pressure on you now, but
it's good. Yeah.
You got it on you.
Well, you've got to love that, and that's one thing that I've told myself. This job comes with pressure, and it's going to be there's a lot of things that need to go right, and you want to make sure that they go right. And so I've tried to tell myself You got to believe in yourself. Number one, you got to believe in what you're going to do is going to work. If you don't believe in yourself, people aren't going to believe in it for you. There's enough criticism with baseball, and baseball's hard. And so you have to come in and say, okay, we're going to go about our business like this. We're going to adjust the things that we need to adjust when they're broken. But let's keep some of the things that have worked for these guys and been successful, and get our community support involved. And but let's go about our business the right way. How do we prepare for games? How do we prepare for practice? Do we take this serious? Do we have fun with each other? Do we love and respect each other? And I think if we do those things, the wins and losses will be what they're going to be.
Well, and there's such community involvement at such an early age. I take a look at what Ward 10 softball has just done in the World Series and the work that they're doing. So folks are in that Ward 10 program. There's not a better facility around than out there on Pardue Road.
Agreed. And that is what, and I've told everybody, I had a really good job where I was just at Gina, and I love those people dearly. But this is a unique job that doesn't come open very often.
Right.
A point, just aside from us living here, I've told everybody I think it's one of the best jobs in the state, and just because you've got all the things that Ward 10 has put together and worked hard and built, and I feel very blessed to come in and get to work in this environment every day.
Well, that's a good look, and we're excited for it. I know that you played your college ball out at LSUA. You've
Yes.
coached at LCU on there, so you're entrenched in Central Louisiana.
Yes, so I'm actually a native of East Texas, and
yeah, but that doesn't count.
That doesn't
count. No.
So I when I was in college, I always got Texas A&M and UT jokes. I'm an LSU fan. And that's what I've told everybody. I said, I get the benefits of loving Louisiana and Texas. We're still diehard Texas Ranger people. But I said, but with the benefits of loving both, you get the cons of both. So I hear jokes from both sides, when we get together with family events. But we really do love living here. And just the people here are the best. And I tell people, when you go on vacation and, us Louisiana people, we stand out. We've got different culture, and there's not a greater place to live than down here. It's one of the happiest places you can be.
Well, look, we're excited about it too. So you're not going to do anything with football. You're full on baseball there.
Yeah, I'm going to take a full on baseball role. I love football. That's what I was coaching last year at Gina.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
I will be on the sidelines or track or wherever Coach Cook lets me sit on Friday nights. I love watching ball, but it's a tough deal coaching both. I think about my coaches that in Texas that coach both, and there's so many hours, and I've got small children, and I told you I celebrated 10 years with my wife, and I'm looking to go 20, 30, 40, 50, so I want to spend as much time with her and my kids as I can. It's hard to do both.
Eric Spears says Coach Knuckols, a man for Louisiana. So there you go.
That's my man right there. It's an old college buddy right there.
Look, that's good stuff. And those programs are doing well too now. LCU, LSUA, that rivalry now. How important would that have been back then if those two were playing? Because they didn't play a lot back then.
Well, so we used to play when I was there, and we took it serious. Like that was, and we were kind of a new program when I was a student at LSUA, and we really wanted to beat those guys, and so. Good, fierce rivalry matchups. I'll pick on Mark since he's not going to defend himself. I struck out Marks the first time I faced him.
He says he'll call you back.
Look, whatever. I'll be great by that point. Look, I struck him out. Look, and he cried in the dugout, and he was so sad that he struck out. Then the next one I threw him, he hit it off the Pineville Expressway on me. So we never got the third matchup, but. Well, we got two LCU grads on staff here, and so
I mean, you talk about
Davis and James Hall.
This is two great guys.
That's right.
But you remember in the Rocky movies when Clubber the Apollo Creed wins the first one, Rocky comes back and wins the second one. They just get up in an empty gym and do the third one there, and that's how the movie ended. So I think there might be an opportunity to get back out onto the field.
Listen, if you've got medical staff on hand, Marks is in better shape. He took better care of himself after college than I have. But I think we've got one more round in us that we could go. Now nobody can run. I don't think he can run, and I know I can't. So
You ain't got to.
we'll play pickleball or something.
Look, I don't know if I could handle that too. Got another message there, another comment. We invite you to send your comments in too. If you have any questions for Coach Knuckles too, we can do that. But that Tiffany says going to bring great things to Tioga baseball.
Great people. My son has grown up playing with their son James Lee, and just great family, and that was one of the things too about coming over here. My son was already playing baseball here at Ward 10, and we've gotten to know a lot of people and appreciate them giving us some love. I keep the love. If we're winning or losing, stay with us. We're gonna make it. So
look, and tell where folks they can follow you. I saw there was a Tioga Indians community baseball, but they've changed that to just Tioga Indians baseball.
Yes. So what we're doing is we're actually going to have two, and so we actually have one of our baseball moms that runs that page and does a really, really good job with it.
And there she is.
Yeah, she does a great job with it, and so I want her to keep doing that. I enjoy following those things too. But we're going to have one more just that we're going to run within our coaching staff, just to try to give immediate updates for rain, for just differences in games and venues, and a little bit of a more personal aspect with our player shout outs and things like that, and just something that somebody could go to quickly just to kind of access our players just a little bit better.
Well, one of the things that we're trying to make an emphasis on is covering a little bit more of the area too, and we've started writing some more. So if I can get box scores from your games that evening, we'll have some articles out like they used to do in that thing. What's it called? The paper? Yeah, they used to back when they used to cover stuff. So we'll make sure if you've got team moms that they get us a couple of pictures of the night and box scores from both the sides. We'll have some articles hammered out on them too.
Okay, perfect.
Look, Coach, we're excited about it. We're not going to use it all up tonight. I'll let you get back to your work and to your practicing. I'm going to start behind the scenes. Knuckles Marks 3. You heard it right here tonight.
If we could sell T-shirts and that's a fundraiser right there. That's a fundraiser right there.
So what did you bring to him? Did you bring the heater? Did you give him a little off-speed stuff? What was it that got him?
Look, listen, I one of our catcher, Logan Crow, I'm giving him a plug on here too.
Right.
He called a fastball, and I went to throw it, and I'll never forget it. It slipped out of my glove when I went to break my hands, and I somehow caught it as I'm going through my motion, and I threw a knuckleball, and I've never thrown one. I couldn't throw one even though my name.
And dude, with a name like that, how do you not?
Oh, look, it was the best pitch. I gave up a lot of good doubles and home runs, but it was the nastiest thing I've ever thrown. And when I got back to the dugout, Crow looked at me and said, "That was a great pitch, but don't ever do it again." Like, what do you do? Like, I crossed him up, so he's hammering me pretty good. But oh yeah, look, we were much younger, skinnier versions of ourselves back then.
What did he send out to the expressway?
So I thought I struck him out again. I really did. I thought I struck him out, but I didn't get the call, and I had to throw him a 3-2 fastball, and he got every bit of it. I didn't fool him, so I should have just walked his butt.
What a rivalry that is working itself around, and can't wait to see how that develops.
He knows I love him, and he loves me too. So it'll be fun baseball.
He's a good dude. We cover a lot of Menard baseball, and it's great to be out there with Coach Marks, and it's great to be here with you, Coach. I appreciate you taking time away from your family to visit with us, and we look forward to doing this again a little bit closer to baseball season.
Look, I'm going to use my last Tioga community, come out and watch us play baseball this year. Appreciate all the warm welcomes that I've got, my family's got, and we want to make sure we do this thing right. We know how important baseball is to this community, and just come out. I promise you we're going to play the game the right way, and we're going to play it hard.
There you go. We're looking for another opportunity at another state championship out in Tioga. Head coach Colton Knuckols joined us tonight here on 446 Sports. We appreciate it. Guys, don't forget, we've got a big week. We've got Coach Ben McLaughlin tomorrow night. Next week, we will have Bud Clark will join us here. Coach Bryant Bell will join us. Coach David Perkins. And stick around. We might just have Lynn Rollins on tap as well. Coach, thank you so much for spending time with us. We'll see you at the ballpark.
Thank you, Doug. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All right.